So there's times in the lifespan of a YouTuber where you like to just kind of look back at what you've done in the past and just kind of reflect on it. Call it a quarter life crisis, if you will. So I'm just looking at my videos here and I'm going back to the very first one I ever did. Take On Me by Aha, with the vocals half step out of key. And let me tell you, it started off pretty simplistic, but today we're gonna get pretty creative with what we're gonna do with this song. So strap on, my friends, here we go. We are literally going to ruin this song in any way that I can possibly imagine. So now I've got all the stems loaded up in Cubase, so let's kind of just screw around and see what we can do with it. Oh, do you like my Space Cat shirt, by the way? Yeah. So I didn't even know that there was a guitar in this song. What does that sound like? I didn't even realize that there was a guitar. So what I'm gonna try and do is maybe load up some kind of distortion on there. I'm gonna go to Bias FX and see what I can throw on there just to make it sound terrible, as it takes a very long time to load. Get that on its own. Interesting. All right, we'll go to my preset distorted tone. Huh. That's very interesting. It actually doesn't even sound that bad, to be honest. See how it sounds with the rest of the song. That's actually kind of cool. The one thing that I do like about this, though, is that I can throw the bias effects and add a bunch of guitar plugins on top of instruments that aren't even a guitar. I could throw a guitar distortion plugin on top of the drums, which you know I'm gonna do. Oh yeah. Sounds great. String duet on the drums. Interesting, interesting. Okay, vocals, and then we'll move on to something else. Ooh, no, nuh-uh. All right, let's see what that sounds like all together. Now, as I kind of get rid of all the effects here, I already know something that will sound totally dreadful. The ideas are brewing, my friends. The ideas are brewing. I really want to know what the vocals will sound like if it's literally just chromatic semitones. So if you don't know what a chromatic semitone is, think of all the notes in music. It is literally one step to the other. And you use like different variations of them in like scales and stuff like that. But it really doesn't sound good when you literally just do like, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? So I've got Melodyne open, and these are all of the notes that the singer is hitting. So I'm gonna kind of start off in a kind of get everything kind of flat, because this is a lot of shit to deal with right here. So here's the chorus. I'm gonna kind of make it, what's the neutral note here? E, it looks like that's an E. I can't tell, I didn't look too hard, but you know what? I don't even care. That's just the kind of rebel that I am. So now that what I plan to do with this, now that I got the whole chorus vocal line in one note, literally, I'm just literally just gonna make it just stair step up and down. No jumps or skips in between any of the notes. Again, make it chromatic. It's gonna sound awful, so let's get started. All right, so now I finally got this bit in a little bit more of a chromatic scale. So let's see how this sounds. I'm really not expecting this to even sound like a human at this point, kind of considering everything that I had to go through to make this. All right, let's check this out. Sounds like there's a violin mixed with it. I love it. I'm gonna throw it in with the rest of it and see how it sounds. So just mute the original vocal track, and now we'll just listen to this monstrosity. Pretty ghostly. Hate that I kind of like it though. I hate that. Damn it. All right, I've got a couple more ideas. I definitely want to make the keys. I definitely want to make those bagpipes or something. Just the most obnoxious instrument that I can think of. So I'm gonna hop over on Ultimate Guitar and I'm gonna try and find the MIDI version of that, so I can convert it to bagpipes with some VSTs. And then maybe with I can try things other than bagpipes as well. Sorry, I had a stroke for a moment. So I've just got the Guitar Pro track and I'm gonna export the MIDI keyboard track. I just gotta make sure the tempos line up, otherwise this isn't gonna work. Take on meme. Ha! That's an original joke that no one's thought of before. 84 BPM, so oh God, I have to do math. Say, because the one that they got on here is halftime compared to the one that's in Guitar Pro. So bam, break out the large calculator. 84 times 2, 168. That is incorrect over here, so I'm gonna have to bump this BPM down. Shit, now I forgot the number. 164, yes. Hey, do you like that transition? I've always wanted to do one of those. So I just realized now while editing this that I was supposed to punch in 168 for the tempo, but I actually punched in 164. So that will explain all the tempo issues that you'll see going forward. So I guess given the context of this video, it doesn't really matter that much, but I don't know. Regardless, please forgive me in my 5-second memory in that moment. So anyways, back to it. Where's the track I'm looking? There it is. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. That is the only one I need for what I want to accomplish. So I crashed my screen recorder. I accidentally hit the wrong button. So we'll just kind of assign the bagpipes on its own and then we'll figure it out from there. Oh, because this track is not, it's not in the right BPM itself. Which one did I use again?
168.
164.
168.
Yes. 164, so I can actually
168.
line this up correctly.
You dope.
I don't know if this is right or not, but we'll figure that out soon enough. All right, see what the Take on Me keyboard line sounds like with bagpipes. I'm very curious on what this sounds like. Okay. The fact that it's not even on time either makes it so much better. Oh, accordion! You know, it's not as obnoxious as I hoped it would be, but you know what? That's actually kind of cool. But as I said, the purpose of this video is to ruin the song, so I'm gonna go back to my original idea before and go into the MIDI editor, and I'm just gonna take all the notes and just make them chromatic semitones again on something that is actually, you know, one note at a time and not a collection of them like the vocals. So this one will actually work like the way I intended it to. Did I do this right? 164? 168. Oh, this isn't good. This is bad. I can't change the BPM too much or the keyboards will fall like at a time. I'm so confused. I'm just gonna screw around with the BPM and kind of just hope that we find something that works in our favor. Let's try 210. Like I gotta find a way. Okay, so this is Take on Me, but the famous keyboard line is a bunch of chromatic semitones and they're also an accordion. Okay, I gotta see what else I can figure out with this then. Okay, maybe I can just find like a really obnoxious trumpet then or something. That might work. Oh, that's in range. Oh yeah, here we go. The fact that's not even really on time either is so much better. So I'm gonna try and create just a ridiculous blast beat, drum beat to throw over top of it, and we'll kind of just see what we get out of that. There we go. So now we got a ridiculous blast beat. Alright, contact. Modern and massive is my drum VST. I don't know how to mix these things correctly or how to make them sound good, so I'm just gonna go with the default. Alright, so my drums are laid out and mapped. Sounds like my washing machine. Alright, here we go. This is gonna sound terrible. I don't know what we're expecting, but let's check it out. Brutal. Alright, so with that, I think the last little thing that needs to be done is I'm just gonna throw a bunch of distortion on everything else, and then we'll turn this song into, I was just about to say a death metal song, but it's not gonna sound like that. It's gonna just sound like a distorted mess. But you know what? All things considered, I'll deal with it. Alright, so I threw my distorted tone on top of all the instruments, and we'll see how this goes. Oh, I should have added the MIDI keyboard back in there with the accordion. Oh well, this is what we got though. That's actually cool. I like that. I honestly think this would convert quite well. Man, that was sweet. You know, I wouldn't actually mind trying this again, maybe once I learn how to use Cubase a little bit better. Maybe turn this into a series or something like that. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. This is actually fun just to mess around with and see what I can come up with. And also too, if you're down there, leave a like down below. It lets me know that you like this and would like to see more of it. And also too, if you're down in the comments and there's a song that you want me to try and butcher here for you, just type it down there and I'll get to it. Or if there's something in particular that you'd like me to try and do to a song, let me know. And also there's my social media down in the description, subscribe button. You know what I'm gonna say, because every YouTuber says it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this once again, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.